She is the. I guess she will be the next superstar here in mountain bike racing. She did win all the World Cup races in the Under 23 World Cup last year and ended in third place in the World Championship. She has started the season good, ended up in ninth place in the World Cup in Cairns in the women's elite, despite having some technical problems. We also have Perrine Clausel, ended up in 14th place in Cairns, also of course a good rider. Alessandra Keller and Sina Freys, two upcoming Swiss girls, and Eve Richards, second place last year's World Championship and shown a great form so far this season.
Yes, a great couple of riders here today and ready to attack the track right now.
And then they off. For you who have watched our previous broadcasts, you know that they are now hitting the start loop before entering the first single track.
That's right. After the start straight here, they head right out of the picture right now around the Moose Lake, and then they pass the tech zone or feed zone.
Yes, and then they go into the first single tracks. And as always, a good start is a key. And as we watched in the junior men's race and the women men's race, it's really important to be in the front bunch at start because it start to be big gaps almost immediately in the first climb. And if you're not up there, you will have a very hard to catch the rest of the riders in front of you.
Yes, this course is very tough. There's 200 meters of climbing per lap, which means that you can of course distance yourself on the uphills, and if you're technical enough to handle the downhills well, you can also make some extra time there, but you have to be really in the race and not get too far back.
Yes, and soon we will see them going down the first technical section, the Fall of Fia, which they we will see them going down the Fall of Fia soon, and then entering the finish straight before starting the first lap.
And right now you're watching the view here over Ostrich Hill, part of the track where the riders will go down on the right hand side to the very bottom of this skiing hill, and then head back up again a couple of turns to go over the beer house.
Yes, and if you see the Bianchi sign a little further down the hill, and that's where the race has been decided in the two earlier races this morning, in the women juniors race and the men juniors race. The leaders in the respective class did decide the race there.
Yes, and the junior women's race was decided on the second lap.
High speed, of course, here in the first lap. It looked like that's an Italian, and then we have Jenny Risveds and Malene Deng.
So Chiara Teocini.
Yeah, that's right. There's gaps already. It's a long string of riders. We have three other Swedes except for Risveds here today. It's Felicia Ferner, Linn Gustafsson, who did a great sprint cross-country elimination yesterday, and Alina Johansson representing Mjölby CK.
And now we see the riders going down the hill here. What can you tell us about this downhill?
This downhill they soon will enter a rock garden where you can choose between two different lines. And if you keep the pace down the rock garden, it's no problem. But if you start to brake or lose speed, you will end up in the woods.
That's right. And then you pass further down the hill.
Yes, you have a little berm, and then you have a short jump, and now you're in the first climb, the switchback climb.
And as we can see here now, Jenny Risved is moved up to first, working her way uphill here in the switchbacks.
Yeah, I guess that Jenny Risved really want to set the pace here on home ground. She's a real talent and a real star here in Sweden, aiming to go to the Olympics in Rio later this year. Jenny Rissveds already have a medal from the junior under 23 championships back in 2013 when she took the silver medal. Next up to Jana Beljomina. So Rissveds leading the pack. Chiaritiocci, Malene Deng, and then we have Swiss girl, and then we have Eva Richards, and then we have a lot of other riders. So it's a bunch with about 7 or 8 cyclists contending for it right now. Then we have some gaps further down. We saw Linn Gustafsson passing, and here we have Felicia Ferner. Felicia riding for Borlänge Cycle Club when she's not representing Sweden. Here we have Alina Mjölby fighting uphill.
Yes, I hope she finds her rhythm here and get back to the pack.
Absolutely. Alina has just been competing for a couple of years actually, starting biking pretty early but not competing until she was I think around 18 years old.
And here we have the first rider. It's Jenny Rissveds. Already has a gap.
Already has a gap. She is a great downhill rider. She's probably one of the most technical riders in the women's circuit. So this downhill is no problem for her. So probably she can make a couple of seconds downhill.
Definitely. She just left the Poles Bridge there and heading further down this second downhill.
Yes. And after this, she's in the bottom of the ski slope, heading up for the longest uphill on this course.
Definitely. This is the very bottom of the whole course right here, as we see at the end of the Ostrich Hill. Jenny Rissveds.
Jenny Rissveds have a great gap already. It's about 10 seconds back to 2 other riders, and it seems like it's a Swiss rider that overtakes there and setting the pace to chase down Jenny. Jenny is really all round. She can climb, she can downhill, she can go fast on technical sections. So she's really a big talent.
Yeah, and she has some good results also in the cross-country eliminator.
Yeah, she when it was part of the World Cup program, one year she had a second place overall. So she is also a really quick rider.
Yeah.
So here we go. Jenny Rissveds passing the tech zone first, a couple of seconds in front of number. No, I think it was. I think it was Alessandra Keller. I'm not sure. We will see in the next picture maybe. Still a lot of riders in around 20 seconds. And here we have Anna-Maria Wurst, the Dutch rider, and Linn Gustafsson. Great start by Linn.
Yes, happy to see she's off well here in the middle of the pack.
There we had Olga Terentьeva. She was third in the World Cup race in Cairns at the World Cup opening, and the second place last year in the World Championship for women under 23. So normally she's one to count on in a competition like this.
Yes, and as you can see, there's the second tech zone of the course.
Jenny still has a gap back to the Swiss rider, but it seems like the Swiss rider is taking it's closing down the gap to Jenny.
Yep, they're pretty much all together right here now.
Yes, it's, good speed on the Swiss rider. She seems to be a great climber, a little smaller than Jenny maybe. We see what happens here. They're hitting the steepest part of the climb. Jenny Rissveds in front of whom we think is Alessandra Keller. We will soon know because they will soon pass the checkpoint. Further back down, but still in contention, is Eva Richards, and then we have another Swiss rider.
Yes, and Eva Richards also a very interesting rider.
Yes, absolutely. She is not only a great mountain bike rider, she's also the reigning junior world champion in cyclocross.
Definitely. A discipline that is somewhat close to mountain biking.
Yes, it's anyhow possible to do both of those different competitions.
Yep, and the electric bike heading the pack just passed us there, and we'll soon have Jenny and Alessandra heading down again through a bit of a technical part of the downhill here.
It sounds like it's Sina Frey actually. It's not Alessandra Keller. It's mistaken by that. It's Sina Frey, world junior champion last year, who is riding together with Jenny with up top of the field. So Sina Frey, she had a start number 17. She really made her way up the pack. So that's a great start by this young Swiss girl.
That's right, and we have the time gaps right here now, as you can see on the screen.
So Jenny Rissved's leading in front of Sina Frey, Evie Richards, Alessandra Keller just a couple of seconds behind Rissveds and Frey. Then we have a gap down to the Italian Chiara Tiocci and to Malene Deng from Denmark. Then we have Perrine Clausel in 7th place. And here we have Jenny going down the technical section here. Jenny Rissved, Sina Frey. Jenny take the short line and Sina take the left line, as all the Swiss has done so far in this day. Eve Richards, you see, they take 3 different lines there. It's interesting. And Alessandra Keller. Still wide open. Out on the first lap. So now the riders will continue downhill, and here we can see them in the downhill section of this course. A couple of jumps, some nice berms, and then they will turn and go uphill again.
Yes, and they will turn into that long uphill there. How long does that one take them?
It will take them around 2 minutes. It's not as steep as the one up the ski slope, but it's pretty technical with some rocks to pass, and you have to handle the bike good to be able to keep up the pace.
Yes, and find a rhythm in between the rocks and obstacles there.
Yes, and here we see Linn Gustafsson going downhill, chasing the Dutch girl. We have 29 riders out on the course, battling for the 3 medals and battling to beat themselves also to do something great today.
Yes, definitely. There's
Felicia has some problems going there. It looked like she handled it well.
As you can see, we have lovely weather here right now, above 20 degrees Celsius, and with all the climbing here today, it will get hot for the riders, so staying hydrated is definitely a priority, and trying to get some energy on the few parts of the track where you can.
That's right. Not a lot of wind, so it shouldn't make any problems with that. And here we have Alena. Some problems there. Couldn't take her line maybe. Stuck behind the Estonian girl. Back on the saddle. Come on, great work. So next time we will see the leaders. They will be coming out of the the third long climb and going around the Moose Lake.
That's right, and at the end of the Moose Lake they have a tech and feed zone again, where they have a possibility to get a bottle.
Yes, it will be really interesting to see if Jenny have been managed to keep Sina Frey behind her. Sina looked really strong uphill. Here we have Alena Johansson
At the bottom of the third climb.
Yes. followed by a Portuguese rider and one other rider.
This is a lovely part of the track, and just some nice downhill section, not technical.
Yeah, this is a great part of the track. You have start with off with a nice jump, and then you have another couple of jumps and some nice berms, so you can keep up the speed. It's like a playground for these riders.
Yeah.
Here we have, I think that's Ice Kakir.
Yes.
It's, you see that once again, so you can see how, you don't see how steep it is, but it's that steep that you can even fall off when you're walking.
And that's the electric bike following the last riders.
That's right. That's the Kuber bike.
And the lead pack should soon be with us again over the Moose Lake.
That's right, Marcus, and we will see if Jenny can keep up the pace. She's really strong, so if she have good legs, she can either take some time on the straight passage, or she can make some gap back to the one who is behind.
Yes, and it's just like we saw in the junior women's and junior men's race earlier today. You quickly get a strung out bunch of riders. Just by the three big hills here.
Yeah, just by going uphill, the field is in pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have the fall of FIA that might indicate that we soon have the riders here going downhill. We are waiting for in Jenny Risvids and Sina Frey and Evie Richards and Alessandra Keller. That was the 4 rider that was in the lead last time we saw them.
And as you can see here on the fall of FIA, the riders have 2 lines to choose from. The right hand side here being the faster.
Yes, and for the girls in the front of the race, of course all of them will take the A line, the A track. But maybe for some of the girls that will come later in this race, they will choose the B line.
And the electric bike is making its way down,
yeah.
So soon we'll have the leaders.
Really interesting now to see what's happening. Jenny Risvids leading this race. Sina Frey in second place. Sina, who did start as number 17 and did a great effort to be back to Jenny. Jenny Risvids, Sina Frey. Where are Evie Richards and Alessandra Keller?
And the riders now here goes up the highway and down the 3-way, back down to the finish straight, and we'll have some split times as they pass the finish line heading out on the next lap.
Yes, and Sina Frey, just 19 years old, doing her first year as a under 23 rider, and that's the same for Evie Richards. Jenny Risvids doing her last year as a under 23 riders and riding the elite category at World Cup.
That's right, and this is Evie Richards.
This is...
Is it? Look like a bluer. Difficult to say from that picture.
That might be. It also might be in the Italian girl.
So Jenny Risvids here.
Yes, doesn't say anything on the straight, just pushing. I think that she have to distance Keller a little bit going into the uphill. So that might be why she's pushing so hard. Marlene Deng, Anne-Marie Wurst, Prudkova, I guess, and another Czech rider. And here we have Evie Richards.
So the split time after this first lap here is Jenny Risvids at 18:27, Sina Frey 18:28, and Evie Richards 18:50.
Yes.
Followed by Alessandra Keller 18:53.
So a 20-second gap for Evie Richards to close up to Risvids and Sina Frey. And Alessandra Kell has a couple of seconds up to Evie Richards.
And
Here we have Perrine Clausel. Her younger sister Helen won the silver medal earlier today in a women's junior cross-country Olympic race. Here's Jenny Risvieds going up the switchback climb. This is the easiest climb, if you can say like that, the switchback climb.
yes, and it leads you up to the Waffle House, where all the hungry spectators are watching.
Yeah, that's right. But no waffles so far for these riders today. Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow watching the men and women elite. Malene Deng from Denmark passing us number 7, Anne Tauber 8, Jana Shechnikrova number 9. Here we have Jenny Risvieds. Jenny Risvieds and glued to her back wheel, Sina Frey.
Yes, very exciting. Looks like the young junior here, Sina Frey, is a really good climber.
Yes, she really is. And here is Linn Gustafsson. Probably a little bit tired from the sprint yesterday, but so far so good.
Definitely.
Great work by Linn Gustafsson.
As Evie Richards made her way up there, followed by Alessandra Keller.
Yes, a couple of seconds back. So this is midway soon into the second lap, and in the men and women juniors the race were decided midway in the second lap. So we will see if what's happened this time in the women under 23 race. I think that Risvieds and Frey will keep it together a little bit longer than that.
Yes, probably. We'll see if the lap is starting to wear on them in a while.
Yes, and here we see them going downhill, soon entering the longest climb.
That's Olga Zarencheva.
Yes, not a great day for her so far. The silver medalist from last year's Women Under 23 Championship, where we had Jenny Risvieds on third place. Here we have Linn Gustafsson. Good pace by her. Followed by a rider from Germany. And here we have Felicia Ferner going out on lap number 2. This is Alessandra Pogrodska from Poland, and here we have Jenny. As you can see, she has a couple of meters to Sina, but Sina Frey going super strong at the start of that climb.
Yeah, so from what it looks like, Jenny Risvieds has good control going downhill, making a couple of seconds before they turn upwards again, and
Yes.
they're back together.
Yes, and here's Alina from Mjölby Cycle Club. Mjölby known for their big potato in the roundabout when you enter in the city.
That's right. They celebrate the potato once a year. They dress up like potatoes.
Yes. Shouldn't miss it if you're in Sweden around that time. So now the front riders have gone through the tech zone and will soon be crossing the ostrich hill once again, going to the steepest section.
That's right. And how steep is it?
It's the steepest section of this climb is 21%.
That's a really good grade right there. And if you use the paved street up to the track here, you will ride Klevaliden, a classical Swedish hill for racing, used many years during the Postgirot or the Tour of Sweden.
That's right. And here we have Felicia Ferner on her Scott bike. Felicia is from Dalarna, Sweden, as well as Jenny Risvieds. So, and I think also that Linn is from Dalarna. So Dalarna and Småland, that's a good place to be born if you want to be a great mountain biker in Sweden.
Yes, it looks like that. And you have been riding some with Jenny Riedsved up in Dalarna?
No,
No?
I've been riding with. Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I did a race a couple of years ago with Jenny Riedsved on the start line. A local race. Yeah, she was too fast for me though. couldn't keep up with her. So here's Alina again. We should be able to see the riders on the ostrich hill, the front pack. Yes, here they are. Still Jenny Riedsved in front, with Sina Frey glued to her wheel. I wonder how this feels. Is Sina just waiting to make a move, or Jenny pushing a strong pace? Sina is struggling. It's really hard to say.
Definitely. The guess here is that Sina Frey would like to make a move uphill somewhere along the course.
Yes,
with-
Jenny surely would like to be first in the downhills because it seems like she's a little bit faster there.
Yes, and if it comes down to a sprint, I'm sure that Sina Frey would like to have some advantage over Jenny.
Yeah, that's right. Not that far away, we have Evie Richards and Alessandra Keller all together. They were about 20 seconds after Jenny and Sina at the finish, crossing the finish line.
And we have some new split times right now with Jenny Riedsved together with Sina Frey from Switzerland.
So the gap has grown a little bit down to Evie and Alessandra. It's now up to 35 seconds, so another 15 seconds for Jenny and Sina, down to Evie Richards and Alessandra Keller.
That's about the same we saw from the junior women's and junior men's, that the faster riders were able to extend about 15 seconds per lap.
Yeah, that's right. So it's about the same here so far. Here is another good place to be when you are visiting the European Championship here in Huskvarna. This is the beer tent up the Ostrich Hill, so you have great views over the riders. And here is Jenny Riedsved going smooth downhill with Sina Frey on her wheels.
Taking the Swedish lane there, and Sina Frey taking the outer left-hand side, the Swiss lane.
Yeah, it seems like Sina got a little bit better speed with her left side line there, actually.
Good scouting from the Swiss riders.
Yeah, really good scouting. We have Perrine Clausel in 5th place, 1 minute behind, and then we have Chiara Tiocci from Italy in 6th place. So here we have Evie Richards going down this technical section, and Alessandra Keller following pretty easily.
No problem from them there, and as we've seen earlier today, the longer down the pack you get, the more people are careful going down this turn.
Yes. And uphill the Ostrich Hill we now have Linn Gustafsson battling her way forward, chasing Anne-Marie Wurst, I guess, the Dutch girl. It's important to spend your energy on the right way.
Yes, spend it wisely and you will be rewarded. Still a few laps to go, and I guess you always want to finish off strong in a better mood.
Yeah, we saw in the men juniors race Victor Albin down in third for a couple of laps, then going strong the last 2 laps, overtake to 2nd place. Been saving some energy.
Yeah.
See some great downhill riding here. Yeah, it was Anne-Marie Wurst and Linn Gustafsson battling there for 14th and 15th place. A lot of people around the course. If you're quick, you can see all the all the free climbs actually, just making some short moves.
That's
So
right.
it's a great course. It's compact and it's great for the audience just to walk around. And of course a stunning view over Huskvarna, Jönköping and Vättern.
Yes, and of course yesterday we had a huge crowd here for the finals of the cross-country eliminator, with the women's finishing off strong, with Irina Popova.
Yes, Irina Popova taking the win in the women's cross-country eliminator ahead of Anne Terpstra and the Italian girl Oberparleiter. Anna Oberparleiter. Here we have Felicia Ferner heading up the ostrich hill. Doing her she's 22 years old, born 1994. Here we have Wurst, and then we have Lynn Gustafsson and Gusel Akumadlinia from Russia on her S-Works bike. Taking it really careful down there, losing a little bit to Lynn and Anne-Maria.
Yeah, that must kind of feel frustrating if you're riding at the same pace as someone and you feel them gaining time going downhill.
Yes, that's really frustrating because that means that you have to go a little bit faster than them in the uphills, and that in the that in the long term will make give you consequences.
Exactly.
And it's also very frustrating to be behind the rider that is a little bit slower than you in the downhill, so you have to brake and don't get the speed as you wish.
Exactly.
So it's a tactical race. If you're strong downhill, of course, you want to be first to the downhill sections, and if you're strong uphill, you want to be first in the downhill sections too, to block the rider behind you, not giving them any advantage.
Yeah, and some people are just more used to adapting the speed uphill, and some people have really problem with adapting to other riders' pace uphill and really want to go their own speed.
Yeah. And there we have Mera Lera rider. That's the local club from Linköping, then a neighboring town to Jönköping, my hometown.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So go Linköping, I say.
And here we have the Folofia, which is the start of the arena area for the finish straight, you could say.
Felicia going downhill. Really smooth here. Great ride by Felicia.
And as we go along here the bunch is stretched out even further, and any rider who gets passed by the leaders will get to finish their lap but not finish the race.
That's right, and I guess we will see some lapped riders just in a couple of laps. They are on their second lap now, heading out in the last kilometer of this lap. It will be really interesting to see what's happening in the front now. Is they're still together, or have Jenny or Sina got an advantage on each other? Waiting for them. This is like old-time cross-country skiing. When you wait for the
Camera to get a picture, yeah.
For the camera to get a picture of the skier. Here they are. Jenny still in front. Sina Frey in second place. I'm a little bit worried about Sina.
Yes, she looks really well right now, having no problem holding the back of Jenny Riesveld.
That's right. But Jenny Riesveld, she's a really tactic rider, and you can see here Jenny got a couple of meters immediately in that follow Fia. So if it's up to up in the end, and they're still close the last lap. That might be a decisive move.
Exactly, it's one of the few difficult technical parts before the finish break.
Here we can see Evie Richards, and she has left Alessandra Keller behind and is now chasing Sina and Jenny up front. It feels that Evie hasn't lost that much on Sina and Jenny.
No.
Let's see when they pass the finish line and we get the next checkpoint.
Exactly.
She was 45 seconds behind in the last climb. So 1, 2, 3, Jenny Rissved, Sina Frey and Evie Richards. Looks like the pace is a little bit lower now than before. Maybe Jenny is saving some energy for upcoming laps. Still going strong though, of course. Sina Frey trying to overtake. Yeah, Sina Frey overtake Jenny there. That was a good move by Sina because now they're going downhill.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see now if Sina Frey can make any time going downhill, if there's any difference between them.
Yes, but Jenny, she's a tough rider, so she doesn't give her positions away for free. So we'll see who's first in the downhill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count Jenny off. There they are. Soon they hit the rock garden, and then we're going to the switchback climb. Here's Evie Richards losing some ground. She's now 45 seconds. She's now got 45 seconds up to the two leaders. And behind her, Alessandra Keller is... okay, let's see here if Sina Frey is going flat out here uphill, trying to make a move. No problem so far for Jenny to follow Sina. You can see that they are have a little different shape. Jenny strong, powerful. Sina is more slim and probably really quick climber. Here is Perrin Clausel, 5th place. Okay, Sina Frey, Jenny Rissved still together. Out on the 3rd lap. More than 2.5 laps to go. They are doing 5 laps. Chiara Tiocci. Sina Frey, Jenny Rissved.
Jenny is glued to the back wheel there.
Yes, no problem so far. But Sina Frey is setting a high pace uphill. Number 11, Anne Tauber from Netherlands, crossing the finish line, having 3 laps to go. And here we see Evie Richards going strong in the uphill, losing some time on the top 2, but distancing Alessandra Keller with a couple of seconds. The spectators waiting to see when the women's hit the next tough uphill, at the same time as we see Malene Deng passing the finish line.
And we see Perrin Clausel going up the switchbacks up to the Waffle House.
Yes, looks like she's riding a 29-inch bike there. Surely happy that her sister Hélène Clausel took the silver medal in the women's junior race earlier this day.
There we have
Jenny Rissved.
She's back first on the downhill there.
Yes. Probably passing Sina Frey on the downhill. Got a couple of seconds. Let's see what will happen when they are coming to the Ostrich Hill again.
Yeah, what do you think now? Is Jenny Rissved just playing a waiting game here to put down the hammer?
It's really hard to say. Both Jenny and Sina looks really strong. Jenny, of course, maybe used to the the longer races like the under 23 races are and the elite races if you compare to the junior races. So maybe that will be an advantage for her.
Yes, and she might be a bit surprised to have a companion with her at this time of the race, and you never know. If you have a junior moving up to the next class, some can make that step very easy, and for some it's harder.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess that Sina and Jenny hasn't raced each other that much, or they don't know each other's strengths and weaknesses. But surely they will learn today.
And definitely, they'll get to know each other by riding those laps together,
Yes.
trying to figure out who's stronger where and where to make a possible move.
Yes, that's right. And Sina have been riding some elite races this year back home in Switzerland and in Germany with really good other good riders to fight with and have made good results with elite riders. So she is really competent rider, of course, Sina Frey.
Yes, and we now see the leading duo heading towards the top of the Ostrich Hill, the traverse over before they head up towards the beer house.
Yes, and here we see Eva Richards and Alessandra Keller, and it seems like Alessandra Keller is climbing a little bit better now than Eva Richards, taking some time on her. Here's Jenny and Sina, still all together. Third lap. When they hit the top now, it's 2.5 laps to go.
Yeah, we could see Sina Frey filling up some hydration there, being comfortable enough to drink in the uphill here just before they hit the steepest part of the climb.
Yes, and Jenny Risved's really popular, of course, among the crowd. And Sina Frey giving her a real good fight here today. I think this can be this can be a real exciting finish of this race.
Yes, we can definitely feel it now as, after 3 laps we have seen so far that today in the junior women and the junior men that if you're in competition at this part of the race, you could very well end up on top.
Absolutely. You can see there Jenny was standing up, Sina still sitting in the steepest part, going on easy gears, but looking super strong.
Yes.
Here we have Linn Gustafsson. Linn Gustafsson surely also happy after yesterday's sprint, not just with her own 7th place, but her boyfriend Emelinde won the gold medal. So I hope they have the time to celebrate after today. Or Emelinde, he will ride tomorrow, so no celebration today. Probably a celebration Sunday evening with the rest of the team.
Exactly, they'll have time for that.
Yes, so Sina Frey did pass Jenny Risveds on the last meters uphill and now leading the race. Just a second before Jenny. Then there's a gap down to Eva Richards and Alessandra Keller. So Eva Richards 45 seconds back, last time check. Probably a couple more seconds now, it seems like.
And we'll have the leading duo soon making their way down here, the technical first part of the downhill from Ostrich Hill.
That's right. Here we got Felicia again. Felicia Fenner competing for Borlänge Cycle Club.
In Dalarna.
Yes.
Yes, here we see a rider taking the alternative route, the B track, down the fall of Fia.
And Eva Richards, he has lost another 40 seconds. That probably means that Sina Frey and Jenny Risved's going super fast right now. They are the absolutely fastest riders in the fields. In the field. Behind Richards, Keller have been reeling in some time, just now only 10 seconds behind. And now for the first time we have Sina Frey in front of Jenny in the downhill slope. Looks like Sina know how to go downhill also, of course. Yeah. Strong rider. Okay. Third lap. Sina is going hard now uphill, but it seems like Jenny can follow. And hopefully they are all together when we see them the next time in a couple of minutes. Really exciting to see. When they pass the finish line next time, they only have 2 laps to go.
Yes, something tells me that we're gonna see them battling out a couple of other races in years to come.
That's right. Here's Evie going down this technical section. No problem there. And here we have a rider from Estonia. That's Iris Umina from Estonia, passing the finish straight. Looked a bit tired. Up the switchback climbs, we see another Estonian rider, Marlies Mötus. Eva Richards in the same downhill as we saw Jenny Risvids and Sina Frey just a couple of minutes ago. And here's Alessandra Keller chasing Eva Richards. Seems like that it can be a fight for the bronze medal.
Yes,
so we
definitely.
have Jenny Risvids and Sina Frey in a fight for silver and gold, and behind them Eva Richards and Alessandra Keller in a fight for bronze medal and 4th place.
Yes, and the leading duo right now making the way up the hill through a single track in the forest before they get back out on the wider track around the Moose Lake.
Yes, and there we have Perrine Clausel. Not very far behind Keller and Richards, but it will take a lot of effort to close that gap. Down the technical section here we have Alina Johansson fighting uphill. Seems like it hurts a lot, but she's a real fighter.
Yes, well done, Alina.
Yes, seems to be a real powerful biker, Alina. Here we have another one battling uphill. It's a rider from Poland and a Russia rider.
Yes, with 2 laps to go, what kind of feelings are they into right now? What does your body feel like?
It's feeling nervous. Of course, as I'm from Sweden, I really like Jenny, but I'm super impressed so far by Sina Frey keeping the pace of Jenny. It's really hard to tell. My feeling is that Sina have one more gear in the uphill, and that something will happen. Maybe not next lap, but the lap after that.
Yes, our guess right now is that Sina Frey will make a move uphill.
Yes. So I think it's important for Jenny to fight, and I hope the crowds will cheer a lot for her to give her some extra energy, and that she will be the first into the downhill sections.
Yes, and also at the stage of the race here now with 2 laps to go, the riders will be getting more tired, and also, of course, you get a bit tired, losing concentration, and it's difficult to keep your energies up.
Yeah, and you can easily make a mistake when your energy is low. It unfortunately for the Swedes, it seems like Sina Frey have got a gap on Jenny now. I'm not sure, but I thought I saw Sina passing by the Moose Lake some time ago, when just saw Jenny passing by now.
Yeah, so maybe Sina Frey made a move on the uphill there or through the single track before they came back out around the Moose Lake. We'll have them soon as they get into the arena area again at the top of the Fall of Fia.
Yeah, we will soon see what had happened between Sina Frey and Jenny Risvids. Really, really interesting to see what's happening now. It will be just some minutes until we see them down Folofia. I think Jenny maybe can lose like 5 or 10 seconds in the uphills and gain them downhill, but
Yeah,
if there's more, and when you once lose time uphill, it's hard to recover and take time next time uphill.
definitely. You'd have to spend more energy, and of course, that would drain you.
Yes. So, real exciting now to see what's happening in Folofia when the riders will come there. So here's Sina Frey,
And she has the gap, yeah.
I had that feeling that she was in the lead, and that's right. Sina Frey is now leading the race. And where is Jenny Risveds? She probably made a move, as you said, in the third uphill section that we can't see in the woods. And here's Jenny, and she is almost 20 seconds back now. Let's see if she can find some extra energy and attacking out here on the fourth lap. 2 laps to go. Still a lot can happen, but of course Sina Frey looks really, really strong.
Yeah, that's a big gap on just that part of the course.
Yes. Soon we will see them pass through the finish straight. Here we have Sina. Good pace, not showing any weakness or any sign of being tired.
No, she looks as fresh as you could expect.
Yes, out of the saddle, attacking up on the bridge.
She knows she's being hunted now. Sina Frey passing in 50-53. And here we have Jenny Risveds.
Looks like she's not the same pace as before, and not the same pace as Sina Frey, who has really put the hammer down. Come on now, Jenny. 2 laps to go. She is 30 seconds down.
Yes, that's a lot of seconds.
That's a lot of seconds, but
with a strong climber in front, and yeah, it'll be exciting to see here what happens the last 2 laps.
Yeah. Sina is a young rider. Maybe she has gone too hard, but it doesn't look like it so far anyway.
Nope.
Keep on speeding uphill, and of course with a lot of confidence now when she has left Jenny behind. Whoop, yeah, she managed to handle it good there, going downhill. I think it was maybe Lynn Gustafsson. And next to pass the line is Evie Richards. And Evie Richards is 1 minute and 35 seconds behind Frey, so Richards has only lost 15 seconds to Frey, while Jenny lost 30 seconds. So maybe that's Jenny are getting a little bit tired now, even losing time on Evie Richards.
Yeah, maybe Evie Richards is finishing off strong here.
Yeah, Richards has 1 minute up to Jenny to get the silver medal. I think that will be tough to make, but we will see how Jenny will cope with this, if she can recover and find some more speed. She is fighting hard, though, you can see, on her Scott bike, full suspension. But it isn't the same speed as we saw in the last lap, and not the same speed as Sina Frey.
Nope, it doesn't look like she's gaining any time here right now.
In fourth place we have Alessandra Keller. Once again she lost some time on Evie Richards, 30 seconds, and almost reeling in Alessandra Keller is Perrine Closel, just 9 seconds back there, so it can be a fight for 4th and 5th place. Oh, the Estonian rider going down.
Looked like she fell okay. Good technique there on the fall.
Yeah, I'm back on the bike. Here we have Richards, good speed uphill on the switchback climb. Soon she will pass the Waffle House, then it's continue to going up a little bit more, and then steep downhill, short uphill, and then down to the longest downhill section with the Poles Bridge, and then we got the section with the stones and rocks. Here Alessandra Keller seems that she's struggling a lot more than Evie Richards.
Yes, her body is swaying more, and it always looks like you're more tired if you start swaying.
Yes, and Perrine Clausel trying to close in on Alessandra Keller. Going strong here up, Perrine Clausel.
And a leading duo.
Yeah.
It's not a duo anymore.
It's not a duo anymore. Sina Frey made a problem move uphill and has distanced Jenny Riswitz with 35 seconds, and Sina looked really strong in the switchback climb, and there's still a couple of climb. Oh, it looks like Sina Frey got problem with a bike. That was but seems like she didn't lose that much time. No, she didn't. Oh, that was good that it wasn't too far away from the tech zone that she got a problem. Maybe she had some problems in the long downhill section, and after that long downhill section, it's close to the next uphill up the ostrich hill.
Yes, and maybe we can see soon where Jenny Riswitz is as she passes the tech zone.
Yes, she should pass any time now, and hopefully she has already passed the tech zone. Here we have Malene Deng, the Danish cyclist. Anna Tauber from the Netherlands. And here we have Sofia Wiedenroth from Germany going out on her fourth lap, sorry. So 2 laps to go for the German girl. 7 minutes up to Sina Frey, so it's as in the earlier races, there's some really big gaps. And here we have Sina Frey. Seems like she doesn't have any problem with the bike anymore. High cadence, good speed, great confidence, of course, knowing that she has left Jenny Riswitz behind. So we hope that we can see Jenny soon going over the traverse or the ostrich hill. Here's Jenny. Seems to be a little bit more tired, but still fighting, of course. Anything can happen. Probably gained a couple of seconds because Sina had a technical problem, but looks like she has problems to keep the same pace as Sina.
Yes, definitely. She is locked down her head on the stem there, and doesn't really look as fresh anymore.
No. Let's hope she can keep on pushing though, so she can secure the silver medal, which would be a great result for her and for Sweden. Another medal to take home to the team camp.
Yes, and we have some split times now coming up here.
She was 30 seconds behind Sina Frey when they were passing the finish line, and that's the same time now, but she'll Have in mind that it looked like Sina have had some technical problems, so she had to stop in the tech zone in the bottom of that climb. But 30 seconds for Jenny to catch up to Sina Frey.
Yes, and they were at the very last part of this lap, you could say now. Soon they only have one lap to go.
Yes, and here we have Evie Richards. Evie was 1 minute behind Jenny, 1 minute 45 seconds behind Sina Frey last time we saw her. And it looks like she has a little bit higher pace than Jenny, but not enough to close that much time. Further back the field, we have a fight between the Polish girl and a Russian girl, and here we have Linn Gustafsson going out on her 4th lap. 2 laps to go for Linn. Yes, Jenny going downhill, and we see that Evie Richards has lost a couple of seconds more on Jenny, so Jenny going stronger though than Evie Richards. She's 13 seconds behind Jenny, 1 minute.
As Sina Frey is at the bottom part of that downhill and now starting to climb again up into the forest and then into the single track before the Moose Lake. This is where we think she made her move last time, riding strong uphill, losing Jenny.
Yes, and here we have Jenny going downhill, and actually Jenny, I think it was 2013 or 14, became the Swedish downhill champion. So she is talented, not only in cross-country Olympics and eliminations, but also in the downhill part of this sport.
And there's the Stefan's Bridge.
Yes, built for this event just a couple of weeks ago, and really nice building. Here we have Linn up the switchbacks climbs. Linn is the second switch of today. Here's Evie Richards attacking downhill, great speed, but she will try to keep her bronze medal place. And this is number 24, struggling a little bit in the switchback climb. That's Gabriela Wojciula from Poland. Just when you are tired, it just to try to hit an easy gear and try to find a pace that you can manage.
Exactly. Almost in survive mode on these tough hills.
So here we have Evie Richards going in the downhill section and hitting the last climb for this lap. So it's just 1 lap to go. It would be interesting to see what's happening behind Evie Richards. Before it looks like Perrine Clausel had passed Alessandra Keller. No, she hadn't. I was wrong there. She even lost some time. She was close to Keller in the stadium, but no, she lost another 10 seconds.
That's right, and what we see here in the picture is the Moose Lake, where the leading Sina Frey should pass soon.
Yes, and in the same time we see Felicia Fanner battling uphill, up the switchback climb.
Yeah, you can really feel now how warm it is for the riders here, trying to breathe as normal as possible, pedaling uphill.
Yes, and really important, of course, to take some to drink during these races when it's so warm, to get new energy, so you can keep pushing on. So here's Felicia trying to find some gels, maybe energy gels, searching her back pockets. Chiaratiocci had a good start, but lost a lot of time after that when Jenny and Sina put up the super high pace. The crowd's cheering on Felicia there. So now we had the motorbike passing the the Moose Lake, and here we have Sina Frey still in good speed. See if Jenny has lost any more time, or if she can keep the distance to Sina, or maybe take a couple of seconds. So we have riders all over the course. Some of them are in the switchback climb, some of them are in the ostrich hill, and some of them are soon in the fall of Fia.
Yes, riders all over the track now, and so are the crowds.
And there's Jenny. Yeah, then she's lost a couple of seconds more. Not that much, maybe. But 1 lap to go. Soon 1 lap to go.
We have some riders making the way down the downhill course here before a quick turn back up a long hill. My guess is that the riders would like to keep going down the downhill course further there.
Yes, it would probably be much more nice than continue uphill.
Yeah.
Especially now after 4 laps, 4 really tough laps. So next time we will see Sina and Jenny is when they are going down the Folofia. Here we see the electric motorbike, and that means that we have Sina Frey coming up.
Yeah, we actually saw both the motorbike that is after the last rider and the motorbike that is before the first rider. So
yes, so it's an Estonian rider that probably soon will be lapped. Let's see if she have the. No, she probably will lapped before her last lap, so she don't have to go that. Maybe not. Sina Frey, no problem at all downhill.
she still looks strong.
She still looks strong, taking no chances. No, she knows that she's strong uphill, so she don't have to push the limits downhill. Let's see when we have Jenny. I can hear the crowds cheering. So Jenny will be hit the fall of Fia in just a couple of seconds. The crowd's going crazy out here, really nice to see. And now Jenny is at the fall of Fia, going downhill. I can see it from my window, here she is. So now next time we will see her is passing through the finish. Out of over the finish line, up on the bridge.
Of course, very tired here, but she still has momentum going forward.
Absolutely, and when you're in the lead, you always get some extra powers somehow.
Yeah, that's when you really get the ship's legs.
Yes, that's when your ship's legs show. Here's Jenny Risviets, keeping the pace good now, not losing that much time. It feels like taking a drink. Just trying to recover just a little bit and making all that she can to close the gap to Sina Frey.
Yes, the crowd here is all thinking, Jenny, if you have anything left, this is the time.
This is the time to just put it out. It would be really interesting to see the split time there. Maybe we can get it later. But the feeling is that she hasn't taken any time on Sina Frey but maybe not losing that much time either. But she really needs to, if she wants the gold medal, she needs to take some time now.
Yes, definitely. She will have to move faster uphill first and foremost. As Sina Frey now making her way up the switchbacks here to the Waffle House. She still has a really good speed, I'd say. It from what you can see here, she almost has the same speeds on all the laps here.
Yes, no signs of being tired. Keep on pushing on easy gears, high cadence. Even take some time to take some drinks here. That shows that she don't have her breath in her. That high breath.
Yeah, exactly. It turns out that elevation is not an issue for Sina Frey.
Not at all, not at all. Just like Sophie Wright, who won the junior women race earlier today, Sina Frey is light and very, very strong rider. And I guess these climb suits her. Here we have Jenny. Powerful, still powerful. I think it looks like she really giving this a go now. Come on, Jenny.
And that's Gustav there losing his breath.
Yes. After 3 races, I start to get a little bit sore in my throat.
Exactly. You will have to go on the trainer afterward so that your throat doesn't choke up.
Sounds good. Now we have Sina Frey going downhill. This is the last really tricky technical part for her, and maybe last time to some tech problems. So if she can manage to keep her bike on the right way, all the way down the tricky downhill, she has some good opportunities now to bring home the gold medal to Switzerland.
Yeah, the Swiss team really strong here at the European Championships in Huskvarna, Sweden.
Yeah, they already got 1 medal earlier today, with Victor Albin taking the silver medal in the junior men's race, and
of course the team relay.
The team relay, yeah.
Where they won a gold medal.
Yes.
Evie Richards is fighting her way up. Also looks still strong.
Yes, and there we have Sina Frey hitting the long uphill for the last time. She has a good gap back to Jenny. And here we have Alessandra Keller. Looks like she will keep Perrine Closel back, but it will be hard to reel in Evie Richards in 3rd place. So here we have the gaps. Jenny Risveds is 38 seconds back on Sina Frey, losing another 8 seconds on that lap. And Evie Richards is 1 minute and 15 seconds behind Jenny, but 1 minute before Alexander Keller on 4th place. So it seems like we have top 3 now in this race. We have Sina Frey, Jenny Risveds and Evie Richards from Great Britain. 1, 2, 3. So without any technicals, that is probably even the standing at the finish. But
yes.
We'll see.
Exactly. Still some action to go here. As you can see, some of the crowd moving towards the finish area now. And we have people still riding through the finish line out on the last lap.
That's it. And we have the Czech rider, Jana Shechnikarova, who has taken a lot of time on Perrine Closel. And maybe she will overtake her for 5th place. Perrine Closel, she does what she can, standing up, attacking, but Jana follows what looks like pretty easy. So, last lap in this women under 23 competition. We have Sina Frey in front, 38 seconds in front of Jenny Risveds, who is another 1 minute in front of Evie Richards on the 3rd place. Impressive rides by all of them, of course, and really impressive by the young girls, Sina Frey and Eva Richards, who seems to like this course very much. And here we have Sina Frey. Last time up the Ostrich Hill. Zone hitting the steepest part, and then there is just one uphill to go after this one.
Yes, a super impressive ride here by Sina. She doesn't look troubled at all by the hills here.
Also last lap for Aleksandra Podgrodzka from Poland. Maybe a little bit more tired now, of course, Sina Frey, but still looking strong. No signs of any weakness or anything like that. Here's Jenny. Haven't lost that much time more, but she haven't taken any either. So, but great fighting by Jenny, and another medal to her already full medal shelf, I guess.
Yes, she is still fighting.
There we have Malene Deng, here we have Jenny. Come on, Jenny, last time up the Ostrich Hill. So you have some nice downhill, and then there's only one uphill left before Folofia and the finish line.
Yes, the Ostrich Hill here being used for downhill skiing in the winter time, and during the summer you'd have people doing Nordic walking uphill. Still very tough to just walk uphill.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite training sessions in the summer and autumn, to run and walk up the Ostrich Hill. Usually it's full of bikers doing that for a little bit extra training. Another couple of two riders going out for their last lap.
On the last part, hill before turning behind the beer house for a bit of single track before heading downhill.
Yes. And Malene Deng keep going uphill the switchbacks. And I guess that every rider now is pleased that this is the last lap of the competition. That's it. I've seen a lot of riders taking pictures from the hills down at the Lake Vättern, really enjoying the views here in Huskvarna and really enjoy the weather.
Yes, and Lake Vättern being the second largest lake in Sweden, it also has a really big bike ride, a recreational ride once a year. It's 300 kilometers around the lake, and there's 20,000 cyclists doing that.
Yes, that's a real experience to do, riding around Lake Vättern. And here we have Alexander Keller, probably not thinking about riding those 300 Ks, but only thinking of making her way up the last two hills, and then be able to celebrate her fourth place and celebrate Sina Frey, who is looking to be today's gold medalist.
Yes.
And here we have Eva Richards, last time down that technical It's just Perrine Clausel.
That's right.
So now we're just waiting to see the Moose Lake here and waiting for Sina Frey to pass by. Going into the last section of single tracks down the Fall of Fia and then soon on the finish straight.
Yes, and the Moose Lake there being one of the smallest lakes in Sweden. Just at the top here of the Huskvarna mountain, a nature reserve with a lot of different species protected in the area.
That's right, Marcus. They even have some really rare flowers in the ski slope that is being protected now during the European Championship. Anna Tauber, Netherlands, going up the switchbacks, passing the Waffle House. If you haven't eaten any waffles yet, I really recommend you to go by the Waffle House if you're here in Huskvarna and order some waffles. Swedish waffles are really good. So, Sina Frey, almost a minute ahead of Jenny Riswitz now at the top of the Ostrich Hill. And Jenny have over a minute to Eva Richards and another minute to Alessandra Keller, a minute and 30 seconds. So it seems like the podium places are fixed, unless something happens in the last turn.
Yes, and what can we say about Sina Frey så här? Her ride so far.
I'm super impressed. She started as number 17, had to do a little bit extra effort on the start loop, of course, but reeled in Jenny really quick in the first lap, showing that she is to count on today, that she has good climbing legs, and there she is on the Sina Frey, just passing in full speed the Moose Lake. Just some minutes now before she will be down Fall of Fia and will be able to cross the finish line.
Yes, he probably really put down the hammer on Jenny on the third big climb there.
Yes, in the woods.
On the third lap, putting down, was it close to 30 seconds?
Yes.
On that just last 2 kilometers of the track.
Yes, and then she had some technical problems going downhill in the fourth lap, but managed to get some help in the tech zones really quick, so she didn't lose that much time. So here we see some Swiss fans probably heading to the finish line. They have to, I guess they have to run to be able to see Sina go past the finish line. There we have Anna Tauberman going downhill for the last time. So the people now heading to the finish area to cheer on Sina Frey, Jenny Risvärds and Eva Richards. And now we have Sina Richards going to the Fall of Fia. I can see the motorbike closing in here and going down the Fall of Fia. And that means that Sina Frey will soon be there. There she is, Sina Frey, probably the new European champion. Still full speed. I hope that she had enjoyed the last lap just a little bit anyway. You can hear the Swiss cowbells ringing for her. Taking the straight line down the Fall of Fia. No problem at all. The last jump hitting the berm. And now she just have a short uphill climb and then she's on the finish straight.
Yeah, and as you can see there, she still has powers. Very impressive ride from
feels
the young.
like she can go on and on and on and on.
Exactly. They'll have to stop her and make sure that she doesn't just continue doing lap after lap here.
Yes, a little bit like the cross-country rider Therese Johaug, the ski cross-country rider. High frequency, going on and on and on and on. Soon we will have Jenny Risvärds down the Fall of Fia. There she is. I hope the crowd's giving her a real cheer now when she's closing into the finish area.
Yes, for the last time competing in the under 23 women's. category.
Yes, and I really hope to see Jenny in the Olympic Games. But the women for the day is absolutely Sina Frey. What an amazing ride by her. Taking the same Swiss flag as Victor Albin earlier this morning.
Beautiful picture right there.
Beautiful picture, yeah. And of course she's tired, but looks like she had even more in the legs.
Yes, definitely.
Having time to stop her garming.
Yeah. And what a beautiful bike. Black and pink.
Yes.
Beautiful colors.
Beautiful colors, really sharp.
Um,
Congratulations, amazing ride by Sina Frey. When she decided that she wanted to go,
yeah.
she left Jenny behind, no doubt of that.
No. It looked like they were going to fight it out there for a while until the third climb on the third lap.
Yes, and here we have Jenny Rissveds securing another medal to Sweden. Taking some time, giving some cheers to the audience. Great to be on the podium here in Sweden. She seems happy. Nothing to do about Sina Frey today. Great ride by Jenny Rissveds.
Great, and that's the silver medal.
Yes, heading straight to Sina Frey to congratulate her. That's real sportsmanship.
And Great Britain's Evie Richards.
Yes, Great Britain having a great day. First we had Sophie Wright taking the gold medal in the Women's Junior Championship earlier today, and now we have Evie Richards taking third place.
Yeah, showing they have some good talents coming up, maybe to compete with the Swiss and the French team.
Absolutely. Now they don't just have great track riders or great road riders, now they also have great mountain bike riders. What upcoming cycling nation Great Britain is.
Exactly, and we're all really looking forward to the Olympic Games this year with mountain bike racing.
Yes, it's going to be an awesome race, I guess. Jenny was took second place last year in the pre-Olympics, I guess. So that's a course that suits her really, really well. So we hope to see Jenny in the Olympics. Sina Frey, I guess she's a little bit too young to compete in the Olympics. And the Swiss team have some great women elite riders also. So it can be tough for her, but here we have Evie Richards. Great riding by her too. Keep on collecting championship medals in both mountain bike and cyclocross.
Yeah, huge talent right there, and we'll see if she follows the path of other Great Britons to the road racing in a couple of years.
Yes, and here we have Alessandra Keller, another strong Swiss rider. It's easy to forget other Swiss riders, but she's also doing a great race today, Alessandra Keller. She is also a young rider, having a couple of under 23 championships still to go for her. This is Perrine Closel, I guess. And where is Jana? Here's Jana, then Perrine Closel has made a great recovery.
Yes.
Overtaking Jana in the last climb.
Definitely. Looked like she was going to be passed there for a while, but had some strength left for the last piece of the last lap.
Yes, in the battle for 5th and 6th place. Now we're waiting for Alessandra Keller. And here she is.
Yeah, she is arrow tucked in that position. Still pushing it hard towards the line here. Looking back.
A little nice gesture there, passing the line. Seems like she has been suffering a lot. Great ride anyhow by Alessandra Keller. Taking 4th place, of course, never fun to be just outside the podium, but I hope that she can be happy with her 4th place anyway.
Yes.
Here we have Perrine Closel, great last lap. Taking a lot of time of Alessandra Keller and distancing Jana, the Czech girl.
Yes.
Coming up next here.
Strong finish there from one of the strong women of the Closel family.
Yes. Great ride by Jana Chechrikova, from Czech Republic, ranked 16 coming into this race, doing a really, really good race. Also a young rider, born 1997. Same age as Sina Frey. Next one down the Folofia is Anna Tauber from the Netherlands. There might be someone in between her and Jana. We will see that in a moment. Another Czech girl, it's Barbara Prutkova, who did a great sprint yesterday. Struggling maybe a little bit more today. Maybe she's felt that the sprint was tough and was still in the legs today. Another Swiss rider, I guess that's Nicole Koller. They have some really young and talented rider in Switzerland. I think she's also the same age as Sina Frey, just 18 years old.
Yes, no problem with talents coming up there.
Here's Anna Tauber. Anna Tauber going for 7th place in today's women under 23 race here in Huskvarna, Sweden. We have the Italian Chiara Tiocchi, 8th place for her today. On her Bianchi with a nice Bianchi helmet also. Prutkova, 9th place today. Great ride by her.
Yeah, still a couple of riders out on the course here. We don't know if we have lost any riders along the way, but I'm sure we still have some riders left.
That's right. After this race we will have an award ceremony for the top 3 riders, and then we will be back tomorrow. Nicole Koller fighting all the way over the finish line. So, here we have Malene Deng from Denmark. Down Folofia for the last time for her too. Tough race for Malene, almost 8 minutes back, but this is a tough course and the time gaps are really, really big. If you don't have a great day, you lose a lot of time going uphill.
Yes, as you can see here, the Huskvarna mountain has a great view over the towns of Huskvarna and Jönköping. And the course, as we mentioned before, is tough and has 200 meters of climbing per lap. So anyone competing for the medals will have to bring their climbing legs.
That's right. We will take a couple of other riders crossing the line, and then we'll take a little bit of a break before the award ceremony, but we will see when Malene passes the line, I think, before we take the break.
Yes,
Yes,
stay with us here and we'll be right back for the award ceremony.
That's right.
Thanks for listening in.